Alright, and here we are, everyone. Figured I would start a few minutes earlier today. So greetings everybody in chat. My name is Jeff and this is But Words Remain, and today we continue our journey through Lorethrough. We are continuing our Dark Souls 1 Remastered Lorethrough. Again, good afternoon to everybody in chat. And let's switch back to the game screen, shall we? There we go. Alright, so first things first, everyone. I had a bit of a audio problem on last Saturday's stream, and apparently nobody in chat told me about it, so I assume it didn't really happen during the stream. I'm assuming it only happened once the stream was converted into a VOD for some reason. I'm hoping that's the case anyway, but it was a near 4-hour stream and nobody told me that my game's audio was doubled. What's that? I have lost connection to the game server. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I'm hoping only my game went offline. I'm hoping my stream didn't. Let me know if you guys are still there. I don't mind playing offline, although I was planning on doing a little bit of co-op today, so that's a shame, I suppose. We'll try going back online soon. But yeah, today's audio should be much cleaner. But as always, please let me know if you guys can hear me well. If game audio is too loud or not. But I think we are good to go, so... In the last episode we defeated the... well, we did quite a lot of things actually. We created our character in the last episode, escaped the Undead Asylum, made our way through the Undead Burg, and now we are here after defeating the Bell Gargoyles. I assume that's like 1/4 of the game at the very least. That's quite a lot. Maybe I should play this a little bit slower, seeing as this is meant to be a slow-paced playthrough. I figured today we would go for the lower Undead Burg and maybe do a little bit of co-op on the way there. I will be honest with you though, I was hoping to do a little bit of co-op, well, like I've just mentioned. So, the servers being offline is kind of a curveball. Oh, they are back online, I assume. Yeah, they are. Okay. We're safe, chat. Alright, so now we can begin. So we have some souls on us for killing the gargoyles in the last episode.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Let's check what we can upgrade here. I do have a bit of a plan in mind. We will be needing the Morningstar very soon, so I will start upgrading this actually. And I might even buy some more Titanite shards so I can upgrade it. The Morningstar is going to be one of our main weapons on this character. Again guys, just let me know if you can hear me well. One more shard.
This is the old church. It was abandoned in favor of the church that you passed through. There are paths leading from here to 2 forbidden plains.
Taking a sip from my tea in the meantime.
Darkroot garden. They attract all sorts of lunatics. No one as cultured as yourself.
We are cultured, chat.
To be undead, but keep a level head, eh?
Once again going offline, that's strange. I hope that's not my connection, I hope that's just the game's server going a bit crazy. Well, I'm just gonna stay offline for now. Logging into the Dark Souls Remastered game server. Guys, come on. What is happening now? Okay, we are online apparently. Why does the game have to disconnect me when I go offline is beyond me, but... I am also recording today as I play, so I am recording and streaming at the same time, so let me know if everything sounds alright for you. But yes, like I said, we are going to upgrade our Morning Star because we will be needing it very soon. For reasons I will explain in a moment. I was planning on making my way to the lower Undead Burg as I wait for someone to summon me. But seeing as the game is not really cooperating right now, we're gonna upgrade some of our weapons here. Morning Star, yeah, +5, and I will keep upgrading my longsword as well, might as well. Seeing as the game is not really cooperating right now, we are instead going to explore the Darkroot Garden, I believe. Does Andre have anything to say about the Darkroot Garden, I wonder?
Sands Fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that fortified death trap. But they won't stop trying. Take that bumbling Sir Onion.
Sir Onion being, of course, Sigmire, whom we have talked to in the last stream. Anything about the Darkroot Garden?
I know little of the Darkroot Garden, although I've heard rumors of a divine blacksmith who resides there. Those who get stumped in the catacombs seek him for divine weapons.
Divine weapons, you say? That's an interesting premise. So I figure...
Get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
I figure our character is a bit lost right now, so we're gonna go down here and explore the Darkroot Garden. And let's see what we can find. And there's this guy, of course. But this time we have this. We might trade hits here. Yeah. Ouch. Do it again. Okay, not this time. Super easy to deal with this guy if you have Lightning Spear. Strafe. You would assume this guy is resistant to lightning, but not really. Oh, that's a trade. Oh, it's not. And another hit. And down we go. And for defeating this guy, we get Demon Titanite, I believe. Yes. Let's check this out. We have found regular Titanite already, but what is Demon Titanite? A special Titanite stolen from a faceless stone beast known as a Titanite demon. When the nameless blacksmith deity passed, from several slabs, great beasts arose. The power of Titanite remains within them. And I am getting logged off of the game again. Dude, just let me play offline. The power of Titanite remains within them, and they still roam Lorethrough today. I do apologize for this, chat. Not entirely sure why this is happening. I do hope it is the game's server acting up and not my internet. It shouldn't be my internet anyway. Do let me know if stream is laggy on your end, please. Unable to connect. Please check your network settings. Alright. I'm not trying to connect, I'm just trying to play the game, thank you. I don't mind going offline for now. Failed to connect. No, I don't want to try again. Yes, offline mode, thank you. Just let me play offline. Man, Dark Souls Remastered is so finicky with its online mode. If I recall correctly, in Dark Souls 2 and 3, the game doesn't really boot you off from going offline. It just lets you play offline, you know? But then again, this isn't the best remaster out there. From Software could have done so much better. Doing a quick check on my microphone, yeah, alright. So here we have these strange looking tree enemies. Oh, maybe we should use the Morningstar since I did go to the trouble of upgrading it. I underestimated the reach on that. Alright. I should block these guys. They are quite easy to block actually. Morningstar plus 5. That's 136 damage versus 121 damage. Yeah. Oh, but I am fat rolling though. Okay, I'll just unequip the crossbow for now. Dark Root Garden. According to Andre, the grave of Artorias is here somewhere. I figure our character is just exploring right now. We are not really sure where we're going, basically. Or maybe we are interested in the Divine Blacksmith the Andre mentioned. We are, of course, a knight, a former knight of the Way of White, so upon hearing about a Divine Blacksmith, I think our character would be interested in that. Okay, these guys do have a grab attack, so I need to be careful. Some people in chat already. Greetings, everyone. We are continuing our Dark Souls 1 Lorethrough, and we are going to the Dark Root Garden in search of the Divine Blacksmith who lives there. Hopefully we will be able to find him. And we are unfortunately in offline mode because the Dark Souls servers seem to be acting up for some reason. What is this, chat? Locked by some contraption, so we cannot open this, not yet anyway. Well, I do, however, sense something quite strange about this wall. I think we should kick it for no apparent reason. And my instincts were correct. We have found a bonfire. Some of these bonfires are quite, how can we say, not beginner friendly, to say the least. Although this one, I assume you can see it from here. Like, yeah, if you come over here and turn the camera around, you should be able to see it. So a new player might be able to guess that the bonfire is there. It would be interesting if they made some sort of sound as well, which they do, but only after they are lit, right? We can't really hear a bonfire when it's still, well, unlit. So it can be really difficult to find them. Well, that's locked, so let's see what we have this way then. How are you doing, by the way, chat? Hope you're having a good Saturday. I've had lunch not 1 hour ago, I believe. And I am drinking some tea right now as I play the game. So yeah, this is an ambush, as you guys can probably tell, which I am not going to fall for, because I was not born yesterday. This knight was not born yesterday. It would be interesting if I could get some purple moss crumps as well. Okay, so that triggers the trees to get up. These enemies have no poise, so they are quite easy to deal with, but they can be a hassle in numbers because of their reach. They can attack through each other and hit you. That's 3 or 4 red crumbs. Oh, I got 1 purple one. So I just need a blooming one to get a bunch of free Twinkling Titanite from the Undead Asylum once we get back there. And we have another mysterious white light. Let's go through it. Alright, that's a wide open area. This is, of course, as we will come to learn later, what remains of Ulasil, right? The 3 enemies we were fighting just now, they were the Scarecrow enemies we fight in the DLC. Not entirely sure about these guys here, however. We do find Stone Guardians Oh, look at the damage. Ouch. Strike damage against stone enemies. Absolutely destroys them. Alright. Let's heal. And we don't have a lot of HP, do we? I've just noticed that. It might be dangerous to face the butterfly, as we are right now. We should be able to manage though. But yeah, like I was saying, we do fight some stone guardians in the DLC, but they have a very different design from these guys here, so I can only assume new guardians were built after the fall of Ulasil, and these new guardians too eventually were abandoned and grew all mossy, like these guys here. Alright, so let's do a bit of exploration. There's a lot of traps in this place, or rather, ambushes. Speaking of which, I've just forgotten about this one. How did that hit me? Did I just get dead angled by an enemy? This enemy is PvP attacking me. Be gone. Die, creature. You don't belong in this world. Like I was saying, there's a lot of ambushes here. Which reinforces what I mentioned in last Saturday's stream, right? I really don't think Dark Souls is that difficult. It's just meant to be played slowly. It's meant to be played with attention, you know? Ow! Oh, you have got to be kidding me. That's the strongest poison in the game, by the way. In terms of damage, that is. Well, good thing I have these. This never happened to me before. Partisan, and also egg vermifuge. Vermifuge, excuse me. Let's check that out. Egg vermifuge. Removes parasitic egg from body. Bitter sour chestnut. Removes parasitic egg from body. The egg bearers have chosen to serve the flame of chaos, and the egg symbolizes this selfless choice. Naturally, these chestnuts are forbidden, but are allowed under special circumstances. Alright. What about the weapon we've just got? Partisan. A spear with blade attached to broad point, boasts long reach and can slice. The wide range of this spear makes it adaptable for many situations. Its strength lies in its length, but in cramped quarters, this backfires and slices ricochet off of walls. Interesting. We will eventually use a spear, just not this one, I believe. Or it might be this one. Doesn't seem that long, actually, honestly. I think other spears have a wider reach. That's 13 points in strength and 12 in dexterity. I would like to use a spear on this character, but I was thinking of the winged spear. We might go with the partisan, however. We'll see. Like I said earlier, we are going to have a assortment of knightly weapons with this character. Where to now? Where to now? Over here, I believe. That's where we defeated the other knight. Just a quick OBS check. Okay. So there's another ambush right over here. We can see there's a tree enemy hiding here. Oh, the damage is quite good, actually. And there we go. Pure strike damage, by the way. I don't think these enemies are weak to strike damage. The stone guardians are, obviously, but the tree enemies, I'm not so sure. They are very weak against fire, however, for obvious reasons. Hit me, and be gone. Alright. And can I aggro just the guardian and not everybody else? Yes. Let's back off, actually, and let these guys, that guy, actually, come towards me. Oh, he didn't see me. Over here, man. There you are. These guys can cast a miracle, which can be quite deadly if you're not careful. Yeah, there it is. If that happens, you just get away, because it works quite similarly to the version of, what's it called now? Tranquil Walk of Peace, which we can cast as well. So it's limited by reach. If you just stay away from it, it won't affect you. But right now, standing close to this guy would be suicide. Okay, the effect is gone already, so now we can fight. And another hit. Nice. Quite a good weapon, this one here, the Morning Star. It used to deal trust damage, actually. It even says so in the description, attack type trust. But this was actually nerfed, I remember, way back in Prepare to Die. Because you could just stack poise and continuously counter people. You could equip the Leo ring and deal some insane counter damage with this thing. So it got nerfed by having its damage type changed. Let's hit this guy. We should be able to kill it before I can cast. Yeah, there we go. And a stone great shield, nice. Let's check that out. We also got a Balder shield in the last stream, you should read that as well. Mossy round great shield, used by the guardian of the Darkroot Garden, the Stone Knight. The Stone Knight is a creation of ancient magic, and this shield is imbued with the same power, but it is also extremely heavy. No kidding, it's 20 units in weight, that's insanely heavy. Very good magic resistance though, 80%. And 75 fire as well, so very good. And the Balder shield, let's check that out. Shield of the Knights of the Ancient Kingdom of Balder, tweaked for improved stability. Balder was the home of Night King Rendel, but the kingdom was reduced to ruins after a widespread outbreak of undead. I believe we did read that actually in the last stream. But yeah, there we go. Balder is one of the kingdoms which we can only assume neighbor Lorethrough. And some of its knights came to Lorethrough, trying to complete the prophecy of the chosen undead. That's why we find some Balder knights here, by the Undead Parish and also later in Sen's Fortress. Okay, we can almost grab that item, chat. We are almost there. Over here, please. I want you to get away from those guys. Get jumped. Can I aggro the tree without aggroing the Stone Guardian? I cannot. That is the answer to that. I can, however, get rid of this guy. And that's bad. Run. Okay, we're good. They cannot navigate very well through the trees, so we should be okay. Easy does it. Slow and steady, you know? No reason to rush. Is the buff still on? It's not on anymore. Oh, the damage. The damage. And there we go. Let's grab... well, first this, another purple moss clump, and also this. Elite Knight Helm, Elite Knight Armor, Gauntlets, and Leggings. Interesting. What is this doing here, I wonder? Helm of a Nameless Knight, perhaps an Elite Knight of Astora. Although he was loath to give up his undead mission, he perished at the Undead Asylum and went hollow. So this is the armor of Oscar of Astora, which is the knight who saves us from the Undead Asylum. He apparently abandoned his mission to complete the prophecy of the chosen undead. And we can only assume that he instead chose to try and gather others to complete the prophecy in his place. Which is why he was at the Undead Asylum, freeing undead from their cells. Okay, I'm used to these guys falling off of the tree when I hit them. Okay. But it is quite curious to think about why do we find this armor here, right? Despite the fact that we meet Oscar at the Undead Asylum at the beginning of the game. And that's where he dies, actually. And we have two reasons for that. First and foremost, it is known that Oscar was meant to have a much bigger role in the game. He was meant to escape the asylum with us, and we would meet him at certain points throughout our journey in Lorethrough. He would more or less be a Solaire, a guy who helps us out, but ultimately he would also fight us at the very end of the game. He would make the opposite choice of whatever we chose at the end of the game. If you chose to link the fire, he would choose to let the fire die instead, and vice versa. But he also had specific dialogue for this forest. Apparently we were meant to fight our way through the forest hunters more specifically, with the aid of Oscar. There is even unused dialogue to prove that. So maybe that's why we find his armor here, as a reference to that, you know? As a reference to what he was meant to do before his role in the game got rearranged, basically. Another reason that I like to think about is the same reason why we often find items which belong to NPCs, even though the NPC is well and good, is well and alive, you know? And the answer is because the flow of time itself is convoluted, right? This armor we've just gotten belongs to another version of Oscar who did escape the Undead Asylum and died here instead. This is also why we find in Dark Souls 3, what's her name again? I believe that's Karina. Karina from... No, it's not Karina. The lady who teaches us miracles in Dark Souls 3 and who wants to become a firekeeper. We find her alive, and her bodyguard as well. Her bodyguard is called Egon. And we can talk to both of them, and not too much time later, after talking to both of them, we find two bodies hidden in a cave in the forest. And one of the bodies has Aegon's ring, and the other body has a divine braille tome, which clearly belonged to that cleric girl, you know? Which implies to me that these are the two NPCs we've just met. We talk to them, and a little bit later down the road we find their bodies, despite the fact that both of them are alive and well. So, how come? Why does that happen, right? Why can we find the bodies of NPCs who are not dead? Not in our timeline anyway. And the answer to that, of course, is the flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old, fading in and out. There's no telling how long your road and mine will remain in contact. Therefore, you should like and subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you get notified when I upload my next video. But yeah, there you go. Time is convoluted, chat. That's the answer. Speaking of which, we have just summoned a NPC who is probably dead. Which Beatrice, we will find out later, is a wizard who braved the abyss, and either she dies later in the playthrough off screen, we never get to see her alive, or maybe she's already dead and her summoning sign just lingered behind after her passing. Regardless, she will help us fight whatever awaits us behind this door. That thing over there, actually. Right over there. Which scares me because we have very little health and no magic resistance whatsoever, but I'm sure we'll be fine. A sip from my tea before we start. And let's zap this butterfly. Okay. That didn't work. I don't like this. Oh, the damage is good though. Let's dodge. Oh. That didn't work. I don't like that either. Okay, it didn't attack. Sometimes when it switches sides like that, it does a very OP attack. Beatrice, if you'd like to, you know, do your magic, be my guest. There you go. Okay. Okay. Heal, heal, heal. Oh, damn it. Yeah. That was to be expected. Let's try that again. Ridiculously easy boss and I managed to die fighting it. Yeah. Let's try not to think about that too much. I am going to turn human again because I do want to summon Beatrice to help me. I'm not sure whether summoning her has anything to do with her quest, but I am trying to gather all the items in this playthrough, which means we need the witch set. I think I probably don't need to summon her. That's a Dark Souls 2 thing, right? In Dark Souls 2 you had to actually summon NPCs and make sure they survived the boss fights in order to advance their quests. I don't think that's the case for the other games. But we are summoning her anyway, just because I feel like it. And I am running past everything right now because I don't feel like fighting all of these guys again. I hear trees and a stone knight behind me. Summon, summon, and off we go. Yeah, that guy is mad at me. Beatrice, ignore the enemy, come towards me. Will she though? Will she ignore the enemy and come with me? She's trying to, I guess. No, she's not. She's fighting the Stone Guardian. I suppose we can defeat this guy. Yeah, he's gonna get rid of Beatrice if we don't help. There we go. Come on then. Let's try that again. Alright, round 2. Round 2, everyone. There you are. Can I not miss my lightning spears this time? How does the first one always miss? Come on, man. Okay. This time I got the dodge. Ow. Okay. Maybe I should try strafing. Yeah, lightning makes short work of this boss. And come on, Beatrice, you could have finished her off now. Do not fire. There. Random, but we got it. Very easy boss fight if you get lightning spear early in the game, like I did. Another easy 10k souls. And now let's see if we can find this divine blacksmith Andre was talking about. Another sip from my tea before we ascend the ladder. As usual, let me know, chat, if everything is fine on your end. Video and audio quality should be better on this stream than in the last one. Oh no. We found the blacksmith, but seems he's got a bad case of petrification. Watchtower basement key. Divine Ember. And a homeward bone. Basically the game letting us get out of here easily. Let's take a look at these. Divine Ember. Ember for blacksmith weapon ascension. Ember required for weapon ascension. Divine embers are property of the church and intended for divine blacksmiths. Ascends +5 standard weapon to divine weapon. Divine weapons are for undead hunting, used against undead and the pawns of necromancers. And we also got this right here, Watchtower basement key. Key to the basement of the watchtower in the undead burg. The basement of the watchtower forms a stone cell. There are rumors of a hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend. For his own good, of course. quite interesting. So we are going to use both of these very, very soon. Should we just homeward bone out of here, actually? Actually, no, because there is a little bit of exploration we can do while we're here. Let's do that then. It's interesting to see just how much this game tells you through item descriptions. People usually say that, or used to say anyway, that Dark Souls is a game that doesn't really hold your hand, but dudes, all you've gotta do is read, really. It's right here, you know? It's this ember is meant to be used against undead and the pawns of necromancers. There's quite a lot of information for those who are looking. So there's this guy here. Oh, we can kill this guy before he hits us. Yeah, we can. Strike damage, everyone. Love it. There is another area we can explore. The trees which were pursuing us seem to have backed off, apparently. Oh, there's one there. Interesting. I don't think they will notice me. And you... Okay, these guys have seen me now, so... Let's not ignore them. And running attack. Hit both of them. And this guy. There we go. Ah, there's another one. Okay. Another hit. Not dead yet. Another hit. Okay. Blood red moss clump. Can I get a blooming one, please? I really, really want one. Another purple one. Okay. So this guy is usually over here. Interesting that... I mean, this can happen sometimes. It will spawn in the wrong place or move for some reason. Possibly because I ran past this area and it messed up with its AI for some reason. Interesting. So we don't even need to kill it, we can just walk past. And what is this? What are you, man? Out of my way. No items. Yeah, that guy is not in its original position either. Look at this, chat. I can just walk past. Interesting. But yeah, there we go. The trees in this forest seem to be alive somehow. It's the old magic of Olasil which has seeped into the land. Ambush. Ambush time. No, sir. Oh, it did hit me. Item? No item. Jump attack. One hit. Item. Anybody else? Jump attack. Item. Jump attack. And there we go. Another item. Green blossoms. Let's read that. We haven't read that yet, I believe. And also we got the Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. Let's check this out. Soul of the mystical moonlight butterfly which flitters in the dark root garden. Special beings have special souls. The butterfly's soul is the creation of Sif the Scaleless. Alright, so we have a mention of Sif quite early in the game. Soul of a Proud Knight. I believe we also have this. Where is the green thing? Green blossom. Green weed shaped like a flower. Temporary boost the stamina recovery speed. Temporary boost to stamina recovery speed. This uniquely bitter, biting herb is sometimes harvested in large quantities, but normally it is an annual plant found near water. Which makes sense. We are near water right now. And these are amphibious creatures, so they would be eating plants which grow near water. Which makes me wonder, why do they attack us? Are they carnivorous as well? Do they also eat meat? Or maybe we are just intruding in their territory, you know? Ow! That almost killed me, I didn't like that. Let's heal up. And that's why I love faith builds. I can make mistakes and just recover from them, no problem. So what do we have up here, I wonder? We have 19k souls on us, that's not bad. Not bad at all. No need to get up, sir. I was just leaving. No, thank you. I will not have any magic, thank you. So here we have the wolf ring. Let's check this out. Boosts poise. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The wolf ring belongs to Artorias the Abyss Walker. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a great sword. We are equipping this bad boy right now. And again, it's super interesting how it all links back together once you play the DLC, right? Why do we find the wolf ring here? Because this is the country where Artorias passed away. Someone likely took his ring from his person and died eventually, and that's how we get the ring. It might have been Marvelous Chester who took his ring, actually. I believe Kieran has a line which implies that. Which one is your favorite Knight of Gwyn, chat, by the way? As a Berserker fan, I've gotta say Artorias is top 1 for me, but Ornstein is also pretty cool. The whole Lion Knight motif is really cool. Also, I love the Dragon Slayer Spear. Even though it is quite difficult to use in Dark Souls 1 because of its stat requirements, it is a very cool weapon. Really difficult to fit into a build though in Dark Souls 1. It kinda requires not both, but strength, dexterity and faith to be good. Kinda difficult. But alright, there we go. We haven't found another Bell of Awakening here, but we did find a Divine Ember, which we are bringing back to Andre, in the hopes that he might be able to use it. Who knows? Do we have any green shards, by the way? We don't, do we? Yep, never mind. So I guess we are not doing this. Not right now, anyway.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me?
Hey Cindy, welcome. Good to see you here as always. And of course, Andre is thrilled with the idea of having a Divine Ember, so of course, man, you can have it.
Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Alright. We can't upgrade our weapon to Divine just yet because we don't have any green Titanite, but we will come around to do it eventually. I would like to keep upgrading our longsword, however. Alright, that should do it. I'm trying not to level up too much yet, because I would like to do some early level co-op and get some sunlight medals as soon as I can. A repair box would be useful though. Speaking of which, I should probably repair my stuff. Alright, that should do it. Cindy, since you're in chat, could you tell me if audio sounds alright for you? I haven't gotten any feedback just yet. I think that's okay for now.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Quite a few people in chat, by the way. Welcome, everyone. This is the part 2 of the Dark Souls 1 Remastered Lorethrough. We have just defeated the Moonlight Butterfly and we are now going back to Firelink Shrine to see if anything has changed on the way there. I will, however, go back to the main menu real quick and see if we are still in offline mode. The Dark Souls server has been behaving strangely ever since I started recording for some reason. Are we still offline? Or doesn't seem like it? Okay, good. I would like to do at least one co-op session during this stream, so... Here's hoping the servers are now normal, behaving as intended. But yeah, greetings to the newcomers in chat. How's your Saturday going? No sir, thank you. Let's backstab you. Do it again. Ow. Okay, there we go. That was a partial parry. You can actually use the partial parry to parry attacks that are normally unparryable, by the way. Kind of a very high skill ceiling, somewhat unnecessary thing you can do in this game. Not intentional, I believe. If you hit the parry just too early to get the actual parry, you get a partial parry instead, and you can use this to parry things like magic or even attacks for huge enemies that are not parryable. You still take some damage, but not as much damage as you would take normally. So we did ring one Bell of Awakening. Let's see if our friends, the chainmail wearing soldier by the bonfire, has anything to say about that. Alright, so here we are. I'm getting paranoid whether my microphone is turned on or not, honestly. If anyone in chat could confirm that, please feel free to do that. Alright, so let's talk to this guy.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you?
It was me.
You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Well, aren't you optimistic?
What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it.
Well, not fun, as usual. I wonder, do we have anybody down here? Aha! This guy wasn't here before.
Ah, hello there.
Hello.
I have your reward. Please, accept it.
Another sunlight medal.
I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Did we read the sunlight medal description? I don't believe we have. A badge of the ultimate honor. This faintly warm medal, engraved with the symbol of the sun, is the ultimate honor. Awarded... what's that? Awarded to those who summon the Warrior of Sunlight and complete a goal. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the annals. But the old god of war still watches closely over his warriors. Alright. What's Lorethrough giving out sunlight medals? And by the way, hello Joshua. Nice to have you here, man. I believe Lorethrough co-opted with... Jesus Christ, I cannot speak for a moment for some reason. I believe Lorethrough co-opted with Solaire. That's why he has a sunlight medal. Yeah, hello man. Because we do find Lorethrough's summoning sign in at least 2 places where we also find Solaires, which implies to me that they were cooperating. Possibly out of necessity and opportunity. I don't think Lautrec was seeking out to cooperate with Solaire, but since they were traveling the same way, they might as well have fought together, you know? It does fit Lautrec's opportunistic personality, I believe. And I did mention in the last stream that it's fun to imagine Lautrec's brooding, somewhat depressing guy being forced to interact with Solaire, who is this very cheerful and happy guy, you know? It would make for a funny interaction, that's for sure. So we have this. Here's what I'm going to do. What level are we? 22. That's still enough to co-op in the parish, right? I believe it is. So here's what we're gonna do then. We're going up. And we did get the basement key, which is another place we can go to right now. Right here, which opens the door to the lower undead burg. I've just defeated the Moonlight Butterfly, by the way, Joshua. We made short work of it with Lightning Spears, although it did kill me once. Due to bad RNG, mostly. Have these guys here respawned? Yes, alright. So let's get this guy. And parry this guy. Just for good measure. Alright, so here's the plan. You're not going to attack me? No? Oh, you bastard. I am locked into an animation. Okay. So that's how you wanna play, huh? Thanks, Cindy. So let's heal up. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm gonna leave my summon sign here. And we are out to explore the remains of the Undead Parish, because we didn't get to explore all of it last time. And as I do so, thankfully, or hopefully, sorry, we might be able to get some co-op going. As a Warrior of Sunlight this time. Oh, way too early on that. Let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, these guys are fun to parry. Nope. Look at the damage. Look at this. Beautiful. There is one Black Knight we have to defeat, and we also have to... Oh, there we go. Co-op session, chat. Time to Sumbro. Dead in 1947. Alright. Greetings, my friends. We have a mage here, it seems. Should make for an interesting party. Let's heal up. Are we summoning somebody else? I believe we are. Look at us, chat. Look at our aura right now. We are grossly incandescent. Where is this guy? Where is he going right now? Okay. He might be waiting to summon somebody else and decided to farm for some Titanite shards in the meantime, possibly. Praise the sun, yes. I will praise it in a moment. Well, mages, everyone. Yeah. You shoot this guy with your blue laser beams. Let's kick this guy. There we go. I broke his guard and the mage finished him off. Also, this guy has been to New Londo and has done something terrible to the mage there. I forgot his name now, the sealer of New Londo. Where do you want me to go, my good friends? Over here? Ow. Do it again. What? What attack was that? Do it. Do it. You coward. Hit me. It's going for the mage. Okay. No. There. Weird encounter, but alright. Seriously, what is this guy doing? Is he a new player? He can't be right. Surely not. Surely there are no new players in 2025. I would like to fight the boss, my friends. I wasn't planning on taking too long to do this. My red-hooded mage friend. Chat, if you have any idea what this person is doing, feel free to enlighten me. I'm starting to think I should just quit, honestly. It's unfortunate, but I'm not sure what this person is doing. He might be trolling as well. Ingward is a silly dude, indeed. No! Leave my friend alone. Oh. You good, man? Getting some lag now. There we go. Weird lag. Ingward, that's his name, I completely forgot. I mean, considering where he lives, I think he turned out pretty okay, you know? Oh, do they want help killing the boar, I wonder? Or the Black Knight? That could be it, right? We'll see. We'll go as far as to killing the Black Knight with this guy. Is the boar here? No, the boar is no longer here. Because I don't like quitting out on people, you know? This guy summoned me for a reason, he needs help with something. Game, can I lock on to the enemy who is right in front of me? Thank you. Let's just ignore the archers, my friends. The crossbowmen, pardon me, not archers. Okay, you get this guy, I'll get this one. And there we go. Yeah, he might be trying to kill the Black Knight after all. Did I get shot again? Man, these guys have a lot of range, don't they? Or do they want to fight a dragon? I don't think we can, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm quitting on this guy. I'm sorry, my friend, but I'm not sure where we're going. This guy has taken me on an adventure, let me tell you. Sorry, man. All the best. All the best, my friends. Okay. Interesting encounter, to say the least. And I did use a lot of resources on that, didn't I? Man, that sucks. Well, I'm gonna drop another summon sign here. Someone might need help to fight the gargoyles. Quite an interesting encounter. I really wonder now what that person was trying to do. What was that person trying to do, really? Guy had you do the undead perish backwards, yeah. That was strange, man. I don't want to think it was somebody trolling the stream, but who knows? Might be. I think one guy's gonna aggro, yeah. Let's get rid of this guy. We did get some souls out of that, so there is that, I suppose. And there we go. And we have no spell recovery items in this game, so... If I do get summoned... Oh, never mind. That's one of the places where my summon sign gets removed anyway. Oh well. No co-op just yet, chat. Oh, there's another guy. Well, fine by me. Let's get rid of these archers because they are going to be a nuisance as I fight the Black Knights. One of them fell down, I believe. There we go. And I thought I could get the plunge on this guy, but apparently not. Just one archer? Okay, so maybe one of these was the archer then. And this guy. Alright. And another one. Parry this guy. Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually gonna sit down here just to... In the case I die to the Black Knight, I don't have to get all the way over here, you know? From the Andre bonfire again. I am not as good as fighting the Greatsword Knights as I am fighting the regular sword ones, you know? The Ultra Great Swords is what I mean. I did just respawn the enemies that I just killed also, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Well, I hear footsteps. I hear footsteps. What is this? Aha! That would have been a disaster if I had aggroed the Black Knights and then tried to run downstairs. And he heard me because he turned around. Hey, how you doing? Oof. Ah, this is the danger in fighting these guys. The chambered inputs. Okay, I'm okay. Oh, dead. Well, rip. Good thing I sat at a bonfire, right? Damn Hollow threw me off my game, man. Let's try that again. Alright, you. Come over here. It's your fault. It's all your fault. Get out of here. Hearing footsteps and not knowing where they're coming from is one of the scariest spirits in Dark Souls. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, I have aggroed someone, but I'm not sure who, you know? It's not a good sign. We might be able to get a jump on the Black Knight now. I've heard large footsteps, so I think the Black Knights already turned around. Yeah, they did. Man, this guy is on to me. Can I get my soul, sir? Thank you. Can I parry you? Ah, damn it. Oh, I still dodged. Nice. Backstab. Okay, not bad. Hit. Parry. Yeah. I'm on to you, sir. Oof, I'm on to you, man. You are not hitting me. There we go. Titanite chunk. And for that, chat, we are going to praise the sun. Praise the sun. That was clean. I'm happy. The first death was embarrassing, but that was clean. So we are here now. I would like to remind you that the dragon is dead. We killed it. So there is no dragon on this bridge right now. We can safely traverse this place. And I was going to backstab this guy. Yeah, dodge that. No, sir. Now this guy. Okay, he's gonna attack because I attacked his shield. I meant to kick, but sometimes it doesn't come out, you know? Hollow Soldier Helm. Did we read any of the Hollow Soldier items description in the last episode? I don't believe we did. Helm worn by Hollow Soldiers. It may be old and battered, but its iron construction makes it quite sturdy. It is wise to wear a sturdy form of head protection against arrows and other physical threats. Again, that's the game letting us know that headshots do exist in this game. You can and will get shot in the face. Strangely enough, getting shot in the arms deals more damage than getting shot in the torso in this game. Ow. Pretty sure in real life it's the other way around. In terms of how deadly of a wound it would cause, you know? Okay, so we are here. This is where we met Solaire. And he's still there. Oh my. Hey man.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Sure thing, man. You stay there. Keep praising that sun. Matter of fact, let's praise it right now. Alright. We have a key, however, for this door right here. The man at Firelink Shrine did tell us to go down to find the other Bell of Awakening, so let's go down. I had a mini heart attack because I thought I pressed the wrong inputs and told my character to drop off of the ladder. I'm glad I didn't. This input got changed from DS1 to 2 and I have been playing both of these games alternatively recently, so the inputs sometimes get mixed up in my head. So we have found another area now. Let's check where this will take us. I hear footsteps again. And check the blood on the stairs, guys, again. Nice environmental storytelling going on here. This place has seen some violence, unfortunately. And this is where we are. One at a time, gentlemen. Oh, one shot. Would you like to try again, sir? Again? Okay, that is embarrassing. Check our poise, though. We ate 2 of these guys' attack and we didn't flinch. No. Oof. Okay. Guard broken. Ooh, dodge that. And double kill. So, since we're here, let's pay a visit to the Undead Merchant. See if he has any new dialogue to share. No. I might buy some stuff off of him too. Out of my way. Out of my way, gents. Ruffians. Man, I love the parry in this game. You can immediately riposte after parrying. It feels so satisfying. Strong attack. Boom. Kick. Strong attack. Boom. There we go. I have to say though, adding the ability to riposte an enemy after a guard break was very good though. What does that mean, Lorethrough? It means we are playing through the game and exploring the game's lore as we go. We are reading item descriptions and talking about the game's story as we progress. Oh, that didn't work. What a shame. By the way, welcome, Lairn. Oh, and by the way, praise the sun. Indeed, my friend, praise it. I always praise the sun. So let's heal up for no reason, because we should be safe here, but still. You never know. What's up?
Oh, there you are. Still keeping your marbles all together? Then go ahead, don't be a nitwit. Never hurts to splurge when your days are numbered.
Again, quietly optimistic. Most of these NPCs are. So, we didn't buy the bottomless box last time and we kinda need it because our inventory is getting a bit cramped. Also, do you have anything interesting? I think we'll get the heater shield for now because it is a 100% physical resistance shield that is just 1 unit of weight lighter than most other medium shields, so it might come in handy in the early game. And should we get some bolts for our crossbow? I mean, maybe. Might as well, right? I can't quickly gather bolts. I have to like press the button. Okay. Let's get something like 25 for now. Anything new to say?
My wares?
Yes.
Of course they're stolen. What did you think? And when you lose your head, I'll sell it all again.
It's not the only time we're gonna hear that in this playthrough. There's quite a lot of merchants who seem to make a profit off of selling you stuff, then gathering your stuff from your body once you're dead, and then selling this stuff again. It's kind of a business investment in Lorethrough, apparently.
Oh, this one.
Who?
Ain't she lovely?
What?
Her name is Yulia. She's plumb in love with me. You'd never leave my side now, would you, Yulia?
He's petting something. That's a nice dog you have there.
Oh, you can forget it. I'm all that she needs. Careful! She'll bite your little fingers off. Be kind, Yulia, be kind.
Right. Chat, I think he's crazy.
Thank you kindly.
I think he's crazy, chat. He has an invisible dog, chat. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Play it cool. I've always wondered how the Crestfallen Merchant in Stan's Fortress ends up with the Katarina set. I mean, I can only assume that another Knight of Katarina tried to go through the fortress and died. And that's how they got their armor. Because this same merchant also sells the armor of other knights who tried going through the fortress. He sells the Baldur set and the Baronite set as well. Baronite? Baronite? Do I have any items here? I do not, so I can't confirm. But yeah. So, let's equip the heater shields. Where is it? Here we are. There's another NPC I like. I believe that's Oswald of Karim, right? The Pardoner. He's the guy who is in a perpetual, well, what is it pose. Yeah, he's quite interesting. Of all of the creepy laughs in this game, his is one of the top 3 at least, if not the top first. So I'm wondering whether we should level up or use these souls. Nah, we're fine, we're okay. Let's press onwards. We did find another area down here, so let's check that out. We have healing miracles. We have lightning spear. What can go wrong, right? Let's try some more co-op once again. It's always nice helping people fight the Capra demon. And we have dogs here. Be gone. Oh. Strong attack? Yeah. We do have poise too, which is quite useful against the Capra. It is only human to commit a sin, indeed, man. Quite a strange guy. And as we mentioned in the previous stream, I think these guys, these Pardoners of Velka, eventually became the followers of... the members of the Church of Londor we see in Dark Souls 3. Because they do have a lot of similarities between them. But first...
Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
I skipped some of the dialogue by accident. But there's somebody in here, chat. Luckily we have the residence key. Are you okay, sir?
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school.
A sorcerer?
I'm much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
Alright.
Oh, hello. I'm fine.
Hello.
I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery. And I will be more cautious next time. Besides, I have an important task at hand.
He has an important task, chat. An important task at hand. Alright. Carry on then, sir. Strange that we find this guy in a room with another sorcerer who just so happens to be dead. Sorcerer's Catalyst. And this guy is wearing the black sorcerer robe, which is meant to be used by spy sorcerers, you know. Sorcerers who are in a, well, espionage kind of mission. So it raises some questions, that's to be sure. Sorcerer Hat. A hat worn by proper sorcerers who studied at Vinheim Dragon School. The majority take pride in having studied at the academy and look down on breaking the formal dress code established for sorcerers. So they wear this stupid looking hat for tradition, basically. You could not pay me to wear this, honestly. Look at this. Yes, hat, man. No, thank you. Doesn't fit my style anyway. Seems we have some hollows here. No, thank you. That's not how you use a torch, sir. You're meant to light the path ahead of you, not try to hit people with it. So that's how you want to play. Alright. There we go. These guys will just ignore your poise, by the way. They have what is called a true stagger attack, which will just ignore your poise entirely and always stagger you. Torch-wielding hollows and also rats have this kind of attack. One of the reasons why poise feels so useless in Dark Souls 2 actually is because many enemies in that game have true stagger. So despite the fact you have poise, a lot of the times you're not actually using it because enemies are just ignoring it. Quite interesting and quite frustrating too. Twin Humanities. I believe we did read Twin Humanities. Or we read the regular humanity in the last stream, so... Rare tiny black sprite found on corpses, very unusual twin humanity, used to gain 2 humanity and restore a large amount of HP. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinction is left for humanity? Yeah, that's mostly the same item description. What do you think is twin humanities, chat? If humanities are fragments of the Dark Soul, then what is the twin humanity? The most accepted theory is that it is, well, twins, you know. The humanity found in twin brothers or sisters. Which is kinda sad to think about. Be wary of lying in ambush. Alright. Let's rate this guy. A positive message. Also, I think I'm gonna go longsword, yeah. So we could cheese this fight, right? We could attack these guys through the door, but where's the fun in that, right? Let's try not to metagame too much. Let's see how a new player might be able to handle this situation. For instance, immediately retreating after you have been ambushed. And quickly dispatching enemies before they can surround you. Yeah, these guys are nimble. Ow. Get stabbed. Alright. See? No cheesing necessary. Bandit knife, that's actually quite a good drop. Let's heal up. I believe we do have an item in one of these houses. Mail breaker. Where do humanities come from? Humanities are fragments of the Dark Soul. The furtive pygmy who was the one who took the original Dark Soul from the first flame, he divided or split his Dark Soul into innumerable small fragments and gave these fragments to humans, basically. That's what humanity is. These are fragments of the original Dark Soul. Have you played the other games, Slayer? Have you played Dark Souls 2 and 3? I might be giving you some heavy spoilers right now, if you haven't. Mail breaker. Thrusting sword. Standard small thrusting sword. Unsharpened but pointed solid. Sorry. Unsharpened but pointed solid shaft can pierce tough armor. Can be thrust using the weight of one's body and is very effective for critical attacks. So this thing is a very crit-heavy weapon, but it's usually not used in any of the games, I believe. I have played the trilogy, so there you have it, man. You are being summoned, let's go! Let's help someone fight the Capra Demon. But yeah, there you go, man. The Curse of the Undead is basically... Oh, we have a group here, nice. Greetings, gentlemen. Sad Patata. Interesting name. And I can't read the other guy. That's an interesting name. That's an interesting duo for sure. Alright, let's do this. Sad Patata. I'm with you. Why is this guy name so funny though? You are a Soulsborne fan. Let me check here. I haven't played the exclusive and Sekiro. Yeah, me too, man. I have only played Dark Souls 1, well, the Dark Souls trilogy, basically. And I haven't played any of the other games, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, or Sekiro. Actually, I have played a little bit of Sekiro, but not much. I would like to eventually get onto these games, though. Get into these games, sorry. Let's follow the host. Always follow the host. They will free Greeks as well, I believe. Grasscrest shield, the club, and leather armor. So he has done a bit of exploration, apparently. Let's kill some of these enemies while we're here. Does this guy have the Black Knight shield? I've just noticed. He's got the Black Knight shield. That's crazy. Nice, man. I want to use the halberd so bad. Get out of there, man. There we go. My man is rocking the Black Knight shield. That's awesome. And the halberd too, which is an awesome weapon. We will use the halberd though, chat. Don't you worry. We are going to use it as well. I was never able to finish Sekiro. I'm too shit at parry. Man, I want to play Sekiro so bad, man. Continue playing it, that is. If just so out of some weird, morbid curiosity to see how my Dark Souls muscle memory will translate into that game, you know? I don't think it's gonna go too well, honestly. Sekiro seems a much faster game than Dark Souls. Especially Dark Souls 1. Kill the dogs. What? How did I get backstabbed? I was facing that man. Bro rotated me so he could backstab me. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Let's heal up. I got rotated, chat. We got rotated. That's the utmost disrespect. So are we going straight for the boss or unlocking the shortcut? Straight for the boss then. Let's do this. Let's try and kill the dogs. First things first. Dogs. No. No. Dogs. Kill the dogs. Kill the dogs. Okay. And the host is saved. Now zap the demon. Check the damage, guys. Check the damage on the lightning spear. Okay, I'm gonna stab this guy. Yeah. Another zap. Oh. And there we go. Can't even emote. Dark Souls 1 is so fast in despawning you after you help someone, you know? You have to emote like frame 1, otherwise you can't. Well. Yeah, I did reach the first boss in Sekiro as well. And I died, obviously, because you're kind of meant to die for the first boss, right? Against Lord Genichiro, right? I believe that's how he's called. Genichiro, what the hell? What? Okay, what is going on? Chat, explain. What is happening? This is insane. Heal. I don't care. Oh, no. No kicking. Okay. Oh, I thought we had a dog there. Okay, nice. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. I thought I could, like, outspace that. Oh, the dog is still alive. Not good, not good, not good. It's okay, it's okay. We can heal. We survived. Yeah, get out of here. Oh my goodness. That was unexpected challenging, but we did it. But yeah. Sekiro is hard, man. It's what I was trying to say, but yeah, Sekiro is hard. Hey Matheus, good to see you here, man. We got the target shield, chat. The first boss is the one who is riding a horse, so that's not counting the tutorial boss, right? Because I believe the tutorial boss is Genichiro, and he's the one who cuts off your arm in the story, right? That's why we have the mechanical arm. Oh, there's another dog. I hear you. I hear your footsteps, you filthy dog. Filthy animal. Get out of here. I survived that. Yeah, man, it wasn't easy. I'm surprised, honestly. Alright. Another soul for the collection, and I believe we have the Thief set here, yes. And a guaranteed drop of the target shield, so let's read that. Target shield, target shield. Small round metal shield. 4 protrusions used for parry attacks. Small shields are always less stable, but landing critical hits after parry is easier. This shield is specialized for parry, so it is one of the shields which has a unique parry animation, and it has more parry frames than usual. Not that necessary in Dark Souls 1, honestly, because parry in this game is kinda easy already. But if you are struggling to learn how to parry, this is a good tool to start with. If anything, just to build muscle memory, you know? I know that in Dark Souls 2 I had to start with light shields just to get the parry timing down. We're gonna stick with the medium shields though. And we also got the the Thief set. Mask of Sinners, they hide their faces, stifle their voices, and hide in the shadows. It does not provide much in the way of defense. We are, however, going to use it to hide our ugly, hollow face. Look at us, chat. How charming are we? Can I still medium roll? Yes. I believe the armor has a different description though. This armor made of smooth black leather is extremely quiet and good for... is extremely quiet, a good thing for those who hide in the shadows. The leather itself is thick, offering a decent level of protection. Quite a good set, actually. Quite a good starting set. Imminent strange creature, yeah. imminent death. Nah, come on. We can do this. So we're fighting solo. Let's see how we do. Having something like a greatsword would be useful though, but we don't. Let's do this. Okay, so first things first. Ignore the dogs, take a hit, that's okay. Spartan strategy. Ah, I meant to kill a dog, but okay. Okay, this is less than ideal. Damn it, one dog is down. So is this one. Now, that's a... Oh, damn it. God damn it. Survived the tough thief encounter only to die to the Capra demon. Ah, damn it, I'm here, really. Gotta make our way back to the other bonfire. Should be easy though. My apologies, chat. I thought I had it. We'll get it though. We'll get her next time. We are a bit under-leveled though. We already got a few, that's 3 sunlight medals. I want 10 so that I can eventually get Great Lightning Spear. That's why I am holding off on leveling up for now. So we can get more co-op, you know, in the early game. Let's try that again, and after that boss fight I might actually start leveling up for real, you know. Anyone following me? Yeah, this guy always follows me, doesn't he? Come on. I don't have all day. Nice try, thank you, man. Let's try that again. Damn it. Alright. No. Let's lock in. No, sir. We do have the extra pressure now of potentially losing our souls if we die in the way to the boss. Sorry, on the way to the boss. But that's not gonna happen, right? No way that's gonna happen. Okay. 2 weak attacks on these guys. Let's lure the dog before we aggro the thieves. Okay. Let's take it easy. Block and attack. Okay. Oh, where did you come from? Alright, so during instability frames, that's a one-hit kill with the strong attack. Oh, you sneaky bastard. Can you parry this? Yeah, you can't. Can't parry jump attacks. You idiot. Damn thieves. No reason not to heal. I got plenty of miracles. Hiya. Yeah. A bit cheesy, but yeah. Take this. 1 down. 2 down. That's the thieves. That's the dog. Just 1 more dog. Okay. That was clean. That was a clean run-up to the boss. Let's try that again, chat. Lock in. Oof. Okay. I'm alright. Okay. Let's get our souls. Yeah, you attack the air, sir. Keep attacking the air, please. Now we can dance. Yeah, take this. That's very easy to outspace, actually. Oh. Look at our poise, though. Zap. Oh, the damage though. Second hit. Oh, get countered. Yeah. Nope. Oof. I'm gonna zap this guy for the finishing move. For the finishing blow, that is. And there we go. Lightning spear to the face. Second try. Praise the sun. As always. GG, thanks Cindy. GG chat. That was much smoother than the first attempt, that's for sure. Well done, thanks man. And we got the key to the depths. Excuse me. Let's check that out. Opens the door leading from lower berg to depths. Key opening the door from the lower undead berg to the depths. Those banished from the undead berg eke out their existence in the depths. A damp lair with no trace of sunlight. Nearly half of the depths form a perilous flooded labyrinth. So imagine this from a narrative standpoint, right? The lower undead berg already is the home for basically those who were banished from the upper undead berg, right? So we already have some of the rougher types living down here, right? But you can actually go lower. You can keep going lower and keep going into even more disgraced inhabitants of the undead berg, which is interesting to think about, to say the least. So you're just gonna stand there, huh? Well, parry this. Parry this, you filthy casual. Yeah. No thank you, sir. We have another sword and board warrior fighting its way through the thieves. And once we get to the end of the depths, we can actually go lower still, because we can go to Blighttown, right? So it's quite the experience. Large soul of a lost undead. Alright. So chat, we're gonna make our way back to Firelink Shrine. And then I'm gonna take a short break. And we'll be back in a few minutes. I believe we're gonna take our break right now, actually, so we can save this dialogue for after I come back, so be right back, chat. Be back in a moment. Alright chat, we are back. Let me take a moment to read through chat. Once again, greetings to everybody in chat. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Have just defeated the Capra Demon. Still haven't found the second Bell of Awakening though. Let's go back to the game screen. What games have you guys been playing recently, by the way? I have mostly been playing Dark Souls because not only I am streaming this series, but I'm also gathering footage for a lore theory video that I'm working on. So I have to play a lot of Dark Souls. But I have also been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2, which I got recently. Quite the amazing game, if I might say so. I had played the first Red Dead Redemption on the PlayStation 3 years ago, and I loved it, so I'm quite happy to finally play the second game now. I have been playing a lot of... And I can't read the last message in chat all too well. Elden Ring and Persona 3. Have you been enjoying Elden Ring, man? It's yet another game that I really want to play, but I haven't done so yet. But yeah, let's move on for now, chat. I do want to try some cosplay builds in Elden Ring, because with all the options we have in that game, we can do quite a lot. And we have another hollow-looking individual here, although they don't seem to attack us for some reason. Let's see what they have to say.
You still have your senses about you.
Kind of.
Why won't you buy some of my moss?
Moss?
I need your souls.
Well, she's quite honest, isn't she? This NPC here, by the way, if you do attack her by accident, she has the longest angry dialogue in the entire goddamn game. It's super funny. I'm not gonna do it here because we do need her to buy some useful consumable items, but it's quite funny. Mostly been replaying Dark Souls 1, but also just downloaded an emulator. Man, that's awesome. And playing Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. Man, that's really good, man. I have been thinking of getting a PlayStation 2, actually. I've just remembered that. To play on my TV, man, because I want to play on a console again, and I don't know, man, I'm just getting the nostalgia, you know, from the PlayStation 2 games. It's a really fun game. There's so much things to discover. Yeah, man, Elden Ring seems huge. Like, ridiculously huge, man. I'm really looking forward to trying it out, too. Yeah, her curse is great. Yeah, man, if you hit this NPC, she's going to curse your entire family tree for 10 minutes straight, man. It's awesome. What does she have for sale, though? Let's check it out. So we should buy this because we couldn't get any from the forest earlier. So I have to spend souls on it. Like a pleb. Blooming purple moss clump. Potently medicinal moss clump with a flower. Reduces poison and toxin. Restores status. Toxin is a more vicious form of poison which quickly leads to death. Moss clumps without a flower are useless against toxin. And lack of these moss clumps can lead... Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's try that again. And lack of these moss clumps can lead to an early demise. Yeah, absolutely. Poison throwing knives. Dung pies, which is just... Where does she get these from? Is this her? Maybe let's not ask too many questions, right? Alluring skull. We read this in the previous stream. Charcoal pine resin. Black charcoal-like pine resin. Applies fire to right-hand weapon. Affected weapon inflicts fire damage for a short time, particularly effective against corporeal creatures and undead, who have an instinctual fear of fire. Interesting little lore tidbit there. Why would undead fear the fire, I wonder? Rotten pine resin, basically the same as charcoal pine resin, but this one applies poison to your weapon. has gained poison. Homeward Bone and Prism Stones. Warm Pebble emitting a beautiful phasing aura of 7 colors with a very rare 8. Has anyone ever tested this out? Like, is there a very small chance of getting an 8th color when you throw a Prism Stone? The Rainbow Stone does nothing special but can serve as a path maker and can be dropped off a cliff to judge height by the sound of its descent. If a loud noise is heard upon landing, then the fall off the ledge is surely lethal. Alright, and some arrows as well. Quite an interesting inventory she has, and a useful one too. For now, I think we're good though.
This is a wonderful place, don't you think? We have water, moss, moisture, these nice iron bars.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I really do. Nothing good ever happened to me in life, but now that I'm undead, I've never been happier.
Well, she's trying to see the silver lining, I guess.
You've come to this land at a bad time.
Have I?
There are nothing but hollows in these parts. Save for me, of course. You're undead too, aren't you? You be careful then.
Right, she's not hollow, right, chat? Clearly not.
Go down along the side to reach the depths of the undead bird. Only unkempt crooks and liars to be found there. Hardly a place for a lady like myself. But who knows? Maybe you'd fit right in.
And now she's insulting us too. Charming. Well,
Drat, what a humdrum lad you are.
but I bought stuff from you. Why is she angry? I bought some stuff from her. Well, be wary of Saint, yeah, sure. She is useful though for selling you arrows with special effects. If you need fire arrows or poison arrows, you know, that's where you get it. And another epic shortcut. This links back to Firelink Shrine. Can we get a humanity from the rats? Come on, game. No. We cannot. Well. Hi. Bye. So we are back to Firelink Shrine. Let's see if anything changed during our absence. Alright. Man, that is slow. Okay. We can't parry while turning... Sorry, while looking sideways from the enemy, unfortunately. Firebomb guy just fell down. Plunge. No. You bastard. How dare you block? All soldier armor. Not gonna wear that. So the mage guy is there. We've just saved him from the lower undead burg. Greetings.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed.
Indeed. He's not gonna offer right now because we don't have enough intelligence, but if you have, I believe, 12 points in intelligence, he will offer to teach you magic.
Did you see them? The 3
Oh.
young clerics headed for the catacombs to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires. The poor young girl sent down into a tomb. What a terrible mission she is burdened with.
Interesting. If you recall, chat, our character's backstory is that we too were a knight of the Way of White, and presumably we were meant to be sent into the catacombs to seek kindling as well, but for some reason we got shipped off to the Northern Undead Asylum instead. So I think this interests our character quite a lot.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. And pray that you never go hollow.
Indeed, my friend. So, let's talk to this guy.
Did you see her? That virtuous little maiden, complete with followers in tow. They're probably going straight to pillage graves. I've heard enough about the lady for a lifetime. What absolute rubbish, eh?
All right.
Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen.
Crestfallen. All right. So there seems to be someone here at Firelink Shrine. And since we have already spoken with Petrus, we can guess. These were the friends he mentioned earlier. Yeah, there they are. Let's talk with them.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure.
Sure, man. Can you sell anything, by the way?
Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? Yes, I know.
I would like to buy the Tolerant Talisman because it does have better scaling at low faith. It has high magic adjust, sorry, base magic adjust, but no scaling, so with low faith it actually is better, you know, than the regular talisman that is. And let's get homewards as well, just for good measure.
Rhea is the youngest daughter of the good house of Thurland. Those young knights are her old schoolmates, but I'm not sure what to make of them. I'm afraid they may be a bad influence.
Her old schoolmates.
Rhea is the youngest,
Right.
but I'm
Well,
come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
sure thing, man. Let's have a word with them. Hello. Right. I wonder if this guy is already hollowing and that's why he's like just mumbling nonsense. Or maybe he's just weird, you know? You never know. And you?
What have we here?
Hmm.
You look awfully raggedy. Time's
mean,
grim. The least you can do is look sharp.
I'm trying.
Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
You can tell me what to do. I'm gonna talk to her right now. Talking about my outfit, how dares he?
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
Indeed. So she's being sent into the catacombs to gather kindling, which again is the fate of all members of the church who turn out to be undead. Now, is this a holy mission, you know, meant to aid the undead clerics in some way? Or is it just a way of getting rid of people who have turned undead? That's for us to decide, you know, but the church does hunt undead, so can't be good, right? I have never heard him humming before. This was new for me. Yeah, this guy just hums if you speak to him. That's it. That's all he has to say.
Oh, you again.
Yes.
What business have you? I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nyoko, too. I can't very well abandon them now.
Right. Well,
Did I not explain the urgency of our task?
you did.
Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
Why is everybody talking about our looks, chat? Do we look weird? Come on, we're not that unstylish, are we? Yeah, we do need a suit of armor, I suppose.
Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. The catacombs aren't exactly my idea of a good time, but what can one do? I do hope we meet again, rare or not.
I do like how they become more welcoming as you talk to them, you know? They are clearly afraid of going into the catacombs, so...
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
We're to leave. Rare
Just repeated dialogue. Wary or Nox, indeed, my friend. Well, best of luck. Best of luck to them. We forgot to check, but if we do come over here, we hear this. Interesting. There's something down here, chat. Not quite sure what it is, but I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure we're just hearing things. Warrior Nox, I believe it means I fear the dark, or yeah, fear the night, as Joshua said. What language is it though? Is it... It's not Latin, right? Or is it? Not entirely sure. So we're gonna invest a little bit into endurance and vitality. And that's it for now. It really reinforces the idea that these guys are fighting against the curse of the undead, right? Latin, thank you Joshua, yeah. Warrior Nox, it sounds cool though. Which is of course ironic, right? Once you understand what the curse is, they are basically fighting against their own nature. Killing innocent undead or innocent humans, for that matter. So we're gonna explore a little bit. And let's make our way to the depths, actually. Come on, buddy. Oh, what? Strange. Get counter hit. Can we equip a helmet, by the way, now that we can, yes. Look at this guy throwing fire bombs. Have one. Oh, almost. Have one for yourself, buddy. A battle axe, nice. Knew my religion degree would come in handy someday. Yeah, man. I have a language degree and I studied just a little bit of Latin, but honestly, not nearly enough. It is a beautiful language, though. So let's make our way to the depths, because we are supposed to keep going down to find the next Bell of Awakening, right? We are ready, we have our full mail set equipped. Rhea has her mission and we have ours, as she said herself. Our character is now motivated or encouraged to press onwards on his own journey. And that's the door we got the key for. Key to the depths, alright. And in we go. Notice the change in atmosphere, chat. Here we have lots of ambient sounds, right? But as soon as we step in, the silence, chat. It falls down upon us, you know? It's suffocating almost. And I love this game. I'm kind of surprised how often I use my ancient Greek on a regular basis. I mean, once you notice how different languages connect to one another, you start seeing, you know, these small coincidences everywhere. And it is fascinating to observe them. Another soul here. Be wary of tough enemies, is that so? I think it's the butcher they're talking about. So far, no problem. Blind attack this guy. No, thank you. Oh, it was just within reach. Can I zap these guys? Yes, I can. And a zap for you as well. Oh. You can't tank that, but you can block it, thankfully. No, thank you. Alright, so far so good. What do we have down there, though? Look at that, chat. They seem to be cutting meat of some sort. What is that? Quite interesting. Well. Hate those torch hollow. Yeah, man, me too. Like I said, they can ignore your points, which is total BS in my opinion. I think it's meant to emulate how getting hit with a lit torch on your face is probably... It throws you off, is what I'm trying to say, regardless of how much armor you're wearing. Bro just broke his own table, or sis I should say. This enemy is confirmed to be female. Now you know. You are getting backstabbed, sir. Welcome to Dark Souls 1. That's a grab. I think it is, anyway. You have a lot of poise, don't you? Oh. I broke their poise just at the right time. Okay. And here we have... Another disconnect is what we have. God damn it. Well, wasn't planning on going online for this section of the stream, so that's okay. Do excuse me for a second, chat. Looks goofy, but it's really intimidating. It is, man. And it has a health regen effect, doesn't it? It's quite a good weapon, actually. Large Ember. Let's check that out. Ember for Blacksmith Weapon Ascension. Ember required for Weapon Ascension. A large, high-quality ember. Handled by the blacksmiths of Astora. Ascends +5 weapon to +10 and can ascend a +5 standard weapon to raw. Alright. A chest with the price of disconnection. Yeah, that's the new... It's a new variation of the mimic, you know, it disconnects you from the game. Instead of eating you, it just disconnects you. It's the new disconnect mimic, quite scary. Yeah, man, the Dark Souls servers have been acting up ever since I started streaming, man. It's really strange. The same has been happening with Dark Souls 2 as well. So, I don't know what's happening at From Software HQ, but something is clearly happening. So you guys are standing in water. I think you will take extra damage from lightning. Yeah. Wasn't even locked up to him, but locked onto him, excuse me. No. Alright. Let's see what else we have here. There's a door over here, or rather a pathway.
You.
Hmm?
Yes, you. Here, over here. Please, you must help me.
What are you doing here, man? You're stuck in there? You okay?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
You must help me. Or else she'll have me for lunch. You're my only hope. Oh, please.
Already got rid of her, man, don't worry. Stand still. Oh, wrong barrel. There we go.
Thank
would have been a supper without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, or the Great Swan. I will never forget my debt to you.
All right.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
I'm fine, thanks to you.
They always act as if they've forgotten you're just standing there, you know?
Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thanks to you.
I think you're meant to, like, walk around and then come back and check on them. Which is funny, it's like the developers didn't assume we would just immediately go through all the available dialogue, right? So we saved that guy. We could keep going this way. Oh, hello there. Completely forgot about you, honestly. It kinda scared me. That's a grab, I think. Oh. Nope. There we go. And a sack. Bloodstained patchwork sack by the undead man-eating cook lurking in the depths. 2 eye holes have been haphazardly cut out. It is unexpectedly soft and comfortable to wear, but it is probably near meaningless in terms of defense. Awesome. The second one scared the shit out of me on my first playthrough. Yeah, man, same. I knew it was there, like I could have like zapped it with lightning spear, but I was planning on letting it fall down and fight it, and then I completely forgot it was there. So it did scare me a little bit. So we could keep going that way, but instead, let's check what do we have around here. What do we have here, I wonder? So let's check the environmental storytelling once again. We had that hole just behind the undead cook who was cutting meat, right? And upon falling through the hole, we fall on top of this pile of corpses, basically, including some knights in armor. You can actually make out some plate armor amongst the bodies. So that's where she threw all the bones, I assume, you know. And what do we have down here as well? A giant rat, who has been growing quite fat on eating the remains of the victims of the undead cook. Quite a lot of storytelling on just a simple, or 2 simple rooms, I suppose, linked together. So yeah. The level design of this game is uncomparable, I think. We do have an item there. The spider shield, which curiously is, I believe, the only item which you can get 2 copies of. Shield of the Savage Mountain Bandits, uniquely shaped with a large black spider etched upon it, has resistance to poison, and by resistance read immunity, because as you block with this shield you cannot be poisoned. Your poison bar will just not build up. Quite an interesting shield. Now how about this guy? Let's zap this guy as well. No reason not to. That's good damage. Plunge attack. And there we go. I like how he has an axe stuck to his face, and we find the spider shield up there, and the bandit class starts with both the spider shield and a battle axe, which more or less implies the bandit starting class died here fighting this rat. Silver chamber key, let's check this out. Key to the silver chamber in the depths. In any community, a few bad apples are sure to exhibit insatiable greed. If they were turned undead and banished to the depths, would they reconsider their ways? Use this key to see for yourself. cryptic message. Another soul. So there's a lot of exploration we could do here, but for now, I think we're gonna slide our way down here. Which path is the correct one again? I think it's this one, right? Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. And we have these things here, whatever the hell they are. Can I get a... Oh, that's not good. There's another one. Stop jumping backwards. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. There. Alright. Oh, there's another. There. That's 3 rats, I believe. No green titanite shard from this guy. We'll get some later, that's okay. So here, we should be making our way back to the surface, actually. Bunch of boxes on the way. Or crates, I should say. There's that guy over there. But behind us, we have a door. And behind this door, we have a bonfire. So yeah, they were greedy. They were hiding a bonfire all for themselves. Quite the interesting storytelling here. I've always wondered if those slimes are from the meat of undead from the butcher tossed in the sewer. But I guess if that was the case, they probably drop humanity. Yeah, if they were in any way related to humanity, they would drop humanity, yes. Although they could drop humanity just due to the fact that they eat humans, you know. That's why rats drop humanity. But I think they are just, you know, meant to be a natural species of damp areas like sewers and how do you call it? Marshes as well. Or swamps, sorry, is the word I was looking for, swamps. They are quite resistant to physical attacks though. Any drops? No, we're not gonna fight these guys. We are out of here. So we found a bonfire, we found someone who was stuck in the depths. We are doing something a bit different, chat, with this character. I am making my way back to Firelink Shrine for now, and I will explain why in a moment. But it's in team with our character. Another soul item. Whatever they are, they're gross. They are, man. Once you get some sort of fire damage going, you can make short work of them though. And we will, by the way. It's one of the reasons why we are going back to Firelink Shrine. So let's make our way back. Let's check on our new friend, the Pyromancer. Laurentius, I believe he's called. And I like to think our character is curious about Rhea and her entourage. He has a premonition, a feeling he should be going back. And what is going on here? How did this happen? Man is just chilling, you know? Oh. Well, okay. That was something. So let's make our way back. Get ourselves some fire damage. If you know, you know. Laurentius is such a Chad, he is, man. He is awesome. He tells us, don't you dare go hollow, every time we talk to him, and I think it's really cool. How many of these characters tell us to not go hollow, right? He's stretching. He is, man. He was just chilling and I bothered him. I shouldn't have. He was doing a side stretch on the wall, you know? Stretching those old bones. So let's make our way back. Do we see anything different down there? Not now anyway. Out of my way. You too, sir. Oh, you bastards. Alright, there we go. So let's have a chat with Lorethrough there. I can already see him. Hey there.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swarm, so I can use my manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
Ah, we don't.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance.
Sure.
Here, first take this.
Pyromancy flame.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
Alright, let's get started. I would like to buy combustion for now. And upgrade the flame actually. Just a little bit. We can make it +3. Great voice actor too. Yeah, amazing, man. Most of the voice actors in this game are absolutely amazing. Honestly. They are all memorable in some way.
Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. The pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time.
Alright.
Pyromancy has a, well, rather primitive aspect to it. It meshes poorly with advanced culture, and pyromancers are considered rather unsavory, which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing.
Bro is a bit of a loner and doesn't even care. Alright, thanks, man.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
Alright. So let's check on our friend here. Let's see what's up. We never actually see the swamp in-game. Nah, man, we don't. It's one of these areas that is mentioned a lot in-game. But we never actually see it. Curiously enough, you know? Would be interesting to see it, though. Or the kingdom of Katarina, or Baldur, you know? So I was planning on actually speaking to Petrus here and get started on the Rhea questline, but I forgot there is some time where he's just absent from this area because he's supposedly down in the catacombs, you know, exploring. We also didn't get a chance to see Astora and Katarina, exactly, man. Astora in particular I would like to see, you know, or would have liked to see, I should say. Seeing as we meet so many characters who come from there. Yeah, it would be interesting, man. Or areas like New Londor, you know, or Londor from Dark Souls 3 would have been interesting to explore too. Or Karthus for that matter. So chat, unfortunately, I think we are going to cut it short here. I will, however, tell you what we're gonna do next time. We are going to pause our quest for the Bell of Awakening, and our character is going into the catacombs to save Rhea of Tolerant, to find her. Which should prove an interesting challenge for the early game, but we are going to do it nonetheless. But that is going to be for the next stream on the next Saturday. So yeah. Should be an interesting challenge. But it should also be quite rewarding because we do gain access to Rhea as a merchant for doing so. Is that the right screen? I believe it is. Alright. Astora is one that I'm really interested in because it plays such a big role in Dark Souls 1 and 3. Yes, even in Dark Souls 3 it is still mentioned, right? It has already fallen, I believe, in the time of Dark Souls 3. It is no longer a kingdom. It's only a past kingdom, you know, a fallen kingdom, but it is still quite relevant. And we do meet at least one character who hails from there, right? That being Unri, I believe. Unri from Astora. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff to explore in a possible Dark Souls 4 if we ever get one. I hope we do, but I also feel like the trilogy has ended in some way, or rather that it doesn't really need a sequel. It's concluded, you know. If we do get another game, it's mostly for the sake of having the pleasure of playing more Dark Souls, really, but I don't think we need to. We'll see what happens. From Software has not been known to make unnecessary sequels. Peter, your stream really are a hidden gem. Thank you, man. I enjoy hearing your perspective to the lore of the Dark Souls. Thank you, man. Glad you liked it. I stream every Saturday at the same hour, at the same time. That's, well, in South America that's 4 PM. I'm not sure where it might be, where you live. You guys can check the channel description as always for your appropriate stream time. And also just check the channel in general if you're interested in Dark Souls lore content. I do have one lore video up and a bunch of other gameplay videos up already. And I am working on another one. Thanks for another great stream. Thank you, man. My pleasure. It was my pleasure, man. I will try to come back to your future streams. Thank you, man. I do hope to see you again in the next stream then. But guys, that is going to be it for me. You guys have yourself a wonderful weekend, and thank you for sticking around until the end. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.